Okay, over 10,000 people have paid me to help them grow their businesses over the past almost 10 years. But so many of them are going to get completely wiped out by AI over the next 2 to 3 years if they don't dramatically change their relationship with it and how they use it today. And the same goes for you. If you want to make money in this era, this video might just change your life. It's been on my chest for a long time, and no, I'm not going to sell you anything. In fact, I'm going to spend the next 10 minutes or so telling you what you don't want to hear. Because I actually give a shit. And one of my biggest motivators in life is seeing people win. And I think that's at risk right now. Now, for those of you that don't know me, let me give you the proof. These are my customers. You can see there's like 10,000 there. Let me show you some payments. I've made many millions online. Let's go to that. I just want to hide people's bank details. Cool, transactions. Well over 10,000. You see thousands every single day coming in. Well over 10,000 results. Cool. Why do people pay me money? Because I know how to make money myself. I started a marketing agency 8 years ago, scaled that to multi-seven figures, still own it. To this day, I've also coached thousands of other people to start businesses of their own, service-based businesses where they provide value to other people. And I was journaling this morning, and I thought, this is the day. I need to record this video. I need to get this out to you guys so you understand the situation that you're in, okay? There is so much opportunity in the world right now, and AI is going to make so many people, but break far more, because most people are looking at AI wrong. And I don't believe most people understand the magnitude of where this is actually going to go and how quickly it's going to happen. I truly believe that there will be no adjustment period for AI, and the human mind won't be able to comprehend the level of advancement that is going to come upon us within the next 2 to 3 years, especially for those people who are looking to try and make money and capitalize on this opportunity. What is happening already is the majority of people are looking at AI as a shortcut. In every single video that I put out on AI, and every single piece of content I observe about AI, and every business conversation that I've had over the past 12 months, people are always looking for how they can minimize the amount of work that they're doing in order to use AI. Now, the problem with that is there is a huge reliance, an over-reliance on using AI. It's like using a calculator for maths. If you always use a calculator, you're never really going to understand maths in your head. So when you're absent of a calculator, you don't really know what you're doing. Okay, you can't figure it out because you've become so reliant on the tech. And that's what's happening with AI at the moment. And the truth is, that's okay if you're an established business who's already spent months, if not years, developing a skill set for a specific market because they understand their pains, wants, needs, and desires enough to develop products or services that develop real value that they can deploy in exchange for cash. Those are the people that can use and leverage AI to deploy that value quicker and easier than they could before. They can increase their profit margins, reduce their expenses, increase their efficiency. They can claim their time back. They're the real winners here. They're the people that are going to really take the most cream because they've put all of the previous effort in building intrinsic value in themselves as humans, building real knowledge, building depth. And the issue is many people coming into the market are trying to mimic those people that have already put in that groundwork. Naturally, as humans, we want to copy the people from the top. We want to mimic the behavior of the people that are where we want to be, right? But we don't go into the gym and start lifting the weight of the biggest guy in the gym just because we want to have biceps the size of his. We know that we have to gradually work ourselves up to that position. Now, AI allows us to lift weights far above our category, okay? And it actually incentivizes us to do so. It's almost like a test. It's like, here's the thing that's so easy, and here I am. I make it so much easy for you, and you just have to type in a couple of words online. But it's a trap. Because what it does when people pick their niche with AI, and they learn the pain points of AI, and they solve problems with AI, and they create products with AI, and they deliver services with AI, and they build the perfect online passive business that everybody promotes on YouTube because it's what sells courses right now, is once they've made a little bit of money, and I just want to make this clear, I do think lots of people in the marketplace will make a lot of quick money. There is quick cash to be made, but it's quick, it's dirty, it's easy, it's cheap, and it won't last. Quick money goes fast, okay? what will happen very quickly within 12 to 24 months is there'll be a time when everybody looks to the market and be like, whoa, how did this level of saturation happen so quick? When it's so easy for everybody to do the same thing, everyone will rush to that. It is intrinsic in humans to want the path of least resistance in anything that we do. We can't blame people for that. But eventually the marketplace will become so saturated with the same generic solutions to the same generic people saying the same generic things that there will be this stalemate where the customers, the consumers, the clients will be looking for who is standing out. They will be looking out of AI and into human, and it will accentuate the things that make human beings great. It will accentuate the people that have the depth of experience and knowledge in an industry. The people that have the ability to be creative in their ability to create critical solutions to a marketplace. The people that have built story and depth and brand. The people that have invited connection with their audience and with their customers. The people with depth. Have you ever seen anyone, heard it, like you just thought like that person, everything they touch turns to gold. Every opportunity they jump into seems to work, and you just say to yourself, oh, that must be nice. They're so lucky. They're not lucky. Everything they touch turns to gold because they themselves are the gold. They have a depth of experience and have built a ball of value, a ball of energy that has accumulated over years of them failing forward, of them learning, of them understanding a multitude of different disciplines in business. And so they now have the ability to deploy that energy into any vehicle and it work because they understand the market. They understand what they need. They understand good messaging. And once you understand that, business really is easy. But you only build that by making the conscious effort to focus on your own knowledge expansion and your own depth of experience. And you can't do that if you're relying on external, if you're outsourcing everything to technology, because you're never having to struggle. You're never having to get outside the lines. And we're now in a danger where we're now in an era where it's so easy to outsource our problems, outsource our solution building, outsource our critical thinking. And so people are going to stay very surface level. People are just going to get used to pressing buttons, and they're going to never be able to build that ball of real value within them. Because business is really just a vehicle. The business that you're in right now is a vehicle that is not infinite. It's finite. It has a time span on it. And at least in this AI era, online business is going to iterate so quickly that we're going to jump through many different vehicles at a faster speed than we had to previously. Few will build businesses that last 10, 20, 30 years. Most will build businesses that last a couple of years. They change, they iterate because the technology is building so fast around them. And so the only way that you can guarantee success of all of those vehicles that you jump into is if you are the common denominator of sheer utter value. And so if you rely so heavily on the entirety of that value being created externally through it being a machine, then what are you? Like a train conductor, just pressing buttons. Let the train run autonomously, thinking about something else, going home worrying about something else. The real value or the real test over the next 2 to 3 years, I believe at least, and who knows, I might be talking shit right now. I might be way off. Who knows? This is just my prediction. We're all entitled to them, right? I believe the real intrinsic value over the next 2 to 3 years will come from the people that have made the conscious effort to remain human. That have put in the conscious effort to retain what makes us great as people. And those that make the conscious effort to, when they use AI, to learn deeply about the thing that they're trying to make it achieve. And that's what I want you to take away from this. I don't want you to be scared of using AI. When you use AI for any task, all you simply need to do is put in the conscious effort to learn deeply about that task that you have just used AI to fulfill. If you're using it to copywrite, then learn what great copy actually is. If you're using it to come up with great offers, then learn what a great offer actually is. Because you can't just trust that the output is exactly what you need. Yet. AI is going to get more sophisticated. It's going to get better and better. It's been predicted by the AI 2027 prediction, which I'd recommend you looking at, that by 2027 we will have superhuman intelligence AI in every field. So that means AI will be able to write better copy, code better, come up with better sales arguments than any human can on the planet right now, which is pretty insane. And so then it's even easier to outsource. Then it's even easier to not have to learn. And so we are, as a human race or as entrepreneurs, going to have to increasingly make the conscious effort to fight against what is easy by just using AI for everything, and stay convicted in our understanding that we have to build our own internal knowledge, because we are the real value engine, not the systems that we create externally. So if you want long-term wealth over the next 2 to 3 years, you don't just want a short, quick buck, which anybody can make right now, truly. It's never been easier to make money than it is right now. If you want long-term sustained success, which you're going to be able to deploy to your family, you're going to be able to help the people around you, dedicate the time to make you a success, to build depth of understanding of an experience in whatever marketplace you feel the most passionate about. Passionate about? Sure. Or just excites you the most. Whether it's sales, whether it's marketing, whether it's advertising, whatever you end up doing. Just make sure that you are shit hot. Your brain, your knowledge, your soul, your depth, your story, your brand. Not just your external systems. Because everyone will have those. People buy from people. They always have, they always will. That's only going to become more important over the next few years. That's it for now. Subscribe for more. I'll see you soon. Cheers.